Hi there. This seems awfully close. I don't know if I like it. Well, that's closer. Oh, okay. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to my channel. We're back with better reaching than ever. It's your boy Ehis, and I'm back again with another video. You know it's winter when I'm whipping out white turtlenecks. It's cold, y'all. This is my year abroad Q&A. I asked you guys on Instagram to submit any questions you have regarding studying abroad, all that kind of stuff, and you guys did. Basically, I'm gonna be answering your questions. Q&A, question and answer. Duh. But yeah, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, add me on Snapchat. Let's just get it going. Question 1, do you have to know the language to go to the country? Not necessarily, however, it would be beneficial if you did. With me obviously majoring in German literature with linguistics, so I have a module which really focuses on learning the language. However, I know some people that are doing degrees, not necessarily MFL. Okay, I'm getting to degree specific, not necessarily modern foreign languages, so they're probably doing history or law, and they are now on their year abroad in like Spain or France, and they don't speak Spanish or French. So, oh, I like this question. What was the hardest thing about moving abroad? I would say finding somewhere to live. Oh my god, color me shocked when you're looking for somewhere to live but you're not in that city or country. So I was looking for like an apartment whilst I was sat in Manchester. Stress. Best thing about moving abroad. I think there's quite a few, like, you know, new culture, new people, definitely new environment, because I felt like second year wasn't going too well for me mentally. I just needed to kind of like just get away from London, and I'm very happy I did. I was indeed getting very tired of just being in London in general. How did you find an apartment? How did you know it wasn't a scam? Actually, I might do this as a separate video, but I actually was nearly scammed. So it was Spot Home that eventually like connected me to my current landlord and then found a place. The scam story, oh boy, I'm not gonna get into that today. Did you socialize easily? Oh no, I'm very much the people I know I'm good with type of person. Don't think I spoke to anyone until like week 3 or 4. I can't remember, but it was much later, you know, after all the socializing events, international student events and stuff. But yeah, I'm not the biggest social butterfly. Next, would you recommend a year abroad? Definitely. Medics, y'all are in uni for quite a while, so I don't know about all that, but if you're on like a 3-year program, I definitely say find a way to like do a year abroad. What made you choose Berlin? What made me choose Berlin? So I kind of like lined up all the different cities and countries I wanted to go to. The list was long. I think my first 2 choices had to be German speaking countries because of my degree. I'm a capital city babe. That's kind of like, I like big cities. I like the vibe. I like the fact that there's always something to do. And with my interest in history especially, I thought Berlin really makes sense because with GCSE and A-level, I did a lot of World War I and World War II and German history. So kind of seeing my history textbooks come to life, Berlin Wall, Potsdamer Platz, and all these like different places that are historically quite significant was really cool. So that's why I chose Berlin. Then also flights back home are not too pricey, so it's quite easy for me to literally say, oh, you know, I want to go home next weekend, or I want to go to London next weekend, and like I can book a flight. So yeah. Ooh. Is it less workload than KCL? Boy, oh boy, I got a story for y'all. When I was speaking to some students that have gone on the year abroad, they were just like, yeah, the workload is pretty chill, you know. It's less than what you'd normally do at King's. Boy, color me shocked. Color me shocked. I slapped myself and said I was blind. It's not. I'm definitely doing much more in terms of like contact hours. 22 contact hours a week. Normally at King's, I think in my second year I had like 8 or 9. The workload is definitely much more. The intensity of the work is also not easy. And then being like around native German speakers is a bit like, okay, boy, oh boy, y'all gotta slow it down a little. How hard was it to integrate into a new uni community? I haven't integrated. I'm not part of any society. I literally just go to uni and I come back home. I don't know how to answer that question because I don't think I've done any integrating. I'm in the chamber choir. I forgot about that. but then I don't talk to anyone, I just learn my sheet music. I really need to work on the socializing thing, but oh well. How do you feel as a black person in Germany? Definitely standing out like a sore thumb. I think, like, you know, growing up in Manchester, going to university in London, you always like see diversity. Well, you're kind of always overwhelmed by like the diversity you see day to day. Obviously not at like an institutional level, but in Berlin, I've not seen many black people. I can probably count the amount of black people I've seen, and it's been just over a month as I'm filming this video. How are you settling in? Pretty decent, I guess. I don't do much, that's the thing. So like when everyone's like, oh, what have you done, this and this and that, I know it sounds so like introverted, but I just have introverted tendencies. I literally Monday, Tuesday and Thursday wake up, go to uni, come back home. When I have worship rehearsals, I go for that, and then I go to church. And the days I'm not in uni, I literally don't leave my apartment because I'll probably just film, video, edit, or Netflix or study. Literally, this sounds so bad. I've not seen the Berlin Wall. I've not been to the Jewish memorial site. I have not done anything. How do you adjust lifestyle-wise, i.e. the food, the living expenses? I mean, the pound and the euro are basically like, you know, neck to neck now. I lived in London. Berlin is literally like just London, but not on crack. It's slightly cheaper in terms of like the things I'm buying. I think fruits are actually quite expensive here, not gonna lie. €2 for an avocado. My head is hurting. Actually, well, boy oh boy, that's one thing I can say about this Berlin. Pay €250 at the beginning of the semester, and you get your semester card, and you can travel basically with that within the whole of Berlin. So you see this monthly Oyster top up, don't want to hear it, and when I go back to London, I don't want to hear it either. Thank you. Advice for students that want to study abroad. Admin is important. Oh boy, oh boy. When it comes to like the logistics and the administration in terms of like all your paperwork getting sent, proof of identity, it was quite easy for me to like study here because I stayed within the continent, so that was fine. But if you're going to like, I don't know, America, Australia, Tokyo, visa application process and the fees for that, it's a lot. The administration stuff, it's a lot. Like, you know, applying to like all the universities as well. Sort out your admin at ASAP. Once you have your confirmation and you know when you need to matriculate or enroll, depending on how your university does the whole entrance ceremony, then just ASAP, because I got mine 4 days before I flew out. Some people, they came a month in advance and they were just living. I was like, I'm not paying for a month's rent if I'm not studying in that month, so I will see you guys the weekend before lectures start. And I absolutely have no regrets. How would you compare living in London / Manchester to Berlin? I'd say Manchester and Berlin are more similar than London and Berlin. So like London is very, you know, just big and overwhelming, whilst Manchester is very like artsy, more chill, but still like a big city. And that's what I kind of like get from Berlin. I'd say the transport links in Berlin are much better than the ones in Manchester. I am so sorry, all my friends, subscribers in the 0161. Y'all should not come for my neck. I'm just telling you as it is, because I'm not gonna come and lie to you on camera. Transport cost as a student, so much. Like, I literally, just €250 leaves your account at the beginning of the term and you don't worry about transport again. It's beautiful. How did you convince your parents it was safe? There wasn't like much convincing to do because I actually applied for a degree where I had to do a year abroad. So whether they liked it or not, I had to go abroad or else I couldn't graduate. Coming to Berlin, it was just like, I have to go abroad. I picked Berlin and I have to do so, I can't graduate. So it was just like, okay, go. With my parents kind of like being international themselves and always like growing or living in different countries or traveling a lot as well, they are very, I would say, internationally aware. That's not a term, but I've made it a term. So yeah. How often are you back home and do you miss London? So I moved in a month ago. The first weekend I stayed here. The second weekend I was here. Third weekend I went to London. Fourth weekend I went to Manchester. And now the fifth weekend's coming up, I'm going to Ireland. I guess I'm back home quite frequently. Speaking German daily in class is easy. Boy, let me tell you something. I don't care if that phone breaks. Boy, let me tell you something. I underestimated. So at King's, all my modules are mainly historical and political. Then I have one cultural module and then one language speaker module. So in that class, everything is in German. So, you know, you come in and you just think, oh yeah, this is like, it's not too bad. I wasn't too bad, like I knew my stuff. But that is an English environment speaking German, which is so different to being in a class with native speakers. Everyone moved to Berlin for uni, some are from Berlin, so you have a mix of like different accents, and then you have like Russians that are German, speaking German, and like they obviously have that mix of maybe like a southern German accent mixed with a Russian accent, and your head is just like exploding every single day. But I really like it because it's like an intensive language learning course. German in classes every day, it's not easy, because even taking notes in German, that one's hard too. And then I like my American studies modules because that's all in English, so I literally just come in and it's such a fresh breath of air. But that's only 2 lectures a week, so yeah. How does it feel to be far from home? London to Manchester was 2 hours on the train. Manchester to Berlin is an hour and 45 minutes on a plane. So yeah, I don't feel like I'm far from home. I just feel like I'm in uni, and when I want to go home, I can just go back home. It's just I can't take a train. I mean, I don't know, can you take a train? You can take a train from Victoria to Paris. So maybe you could. I don't know. I don't want to try. That's it. If you have any other questions, maybe you sent a question but I didn't answer in the video, or you had a question by watching this, drop in the comments. I will try my best to reply to those. Subscribe if you want. Follow my socials if you want. Like this video. If you got up to this part, good. The video is quite long. If you got up to this part, comment Nike Air Force One. No shoe kind of gives me the height I want. That's it from me. See you guys in next week's video. Stay blessed, don't stress, no vex. The cool kid is out.